Please take your seats quickly, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Hi guys, welcome to OneMinuteTennis.com. In today's session, I want to talk to you about the incredibly simple footwork of Jannik Sinner. And because it's so simple, it's something that you could apply into your game that will give you more consistency and more power. Now, it's impossible to be a professional tennis player without great footwork, but what I like about Sinner is the simplicity of it. You see, when you look at Alcaraz's footwork patterns, there are 7 or 8 regularly repeated patterns, and so this is kind of complicated. But except for wide balls in the area of the court within 1 or 2 steps of the centre tee, which is where most tennis is played, Sinner is incredibly simple, and I believe it's this simplicity that gives him such confidence to be so aggressive every single time he's striking a ground stroke. So Jannik Sinner tries to get into a neutral stance with the feet side on. Remember, a closed stance is where the outside foot suddenly goes across the body, but the neutral stance is where the feet are aligned more or less in a straight line to the direction that he wants to send the ball. And he goes into a neutral stance as often as he possibly can, both on the forehand and on the backhand. But within those neutral stances, there is a subtle difference depending on the situation where he is on the court. You see, if Sinner is moving out to the side, remember we're talking about controlled movement, not these crazy slides where he goes into an open stance split and hammers the ball back. That's going to be beyond certainly me and almost everybody, maybe everybody viewing this video. But if we're talking of just 1 or 2 steps to the side, then he'll move out to the side, he'll be in a neutral stance, but he will load his weight into the back foot, and then as he swings he will shift his weight into his front hip. So load on the outside foot and shift to the hip. When he's the same when the ball is sent straight at him, so there's now no movement in either direction, he will turn and load the back foot and then shift to the front hip, load and then shift. When he's moved backwards, then again he will load the back foot and then shift to the hip and swing. But when he's moved forwards, this is where it can be confusing because the positions can look the same. So he moves forwards and he's in a neutral stance, and he moves backwards and he's in a neutral stance. But when Sinner moves forwards, then he loads his weight onto the inside foot, load his weight onto the outside foot, loading weight onto the inside foot. It's the same on the backhand. When he moves back or sidewards, then Sinner loads his weight onto the outside foot and then shifts his weight through to the front hip. But when he's moving forwards, it looks the same, but my weight is actually here and not here. When he loads his weight onto the outside foot, then he's creating a natural leg drive and he's going to force his weight forwards, creating more depth and more power on the ball. From this situation, that's ideal. When he moves forwards, he's still in a neutral stance, but he's loaded his weight onto the front foot, the inside foot, and that means that there's no leg drive, there's no transfer of weight, and the ball will not go as far, enabling him to swing freely and aggressively from that shorter situation where he doesn't want the same distance. I love the simplicity of Jannik Sinner's footwork. As some of you know, I live quite close to where Carlos Alcaraz trains and I often watch him. And it's breathtaking, the speed, the power, but the footwork patterns are extremely complicated as he has different movements for different situations. But Sinner is so simple that I believe this is applicable to almost everybody watching this video. So remember, back or side, load on the outside foot and then shift to the hip. And then moving forwards, we load on the inside foot and there's 0 leg drive. When you apply these, you'll be able to play freer and stronger ground strokes because your weight transfer will be applicable to the very situation that you're in. If you like this or any other of our ideas, check out our online coaching. We're helping players in over 40 countries all over the world with a unique blend of video analysis and one-to-one training. Or check out our books on Amazon. The books are truly unique. They cover every aspect of the game in great detail. We explain the science and the biomechanics of the strokes. We give clear illustrations, very clear explanations, and every chapter is linked to YouTube videos so you can see, read and view in detail every aspect of the game. For more information on either of these, check out the website or email me. So apply the breathtakingly simple but breathtakingly efficient footwork of Jannik Sinner into your forehand and your backhand. You'll find that being in position for the ball is easier and striking the ball cleanly with power has never been so simple. Thanks for watching. See you next time for more unique tennis lessons that really work.